where like we'll talk with all of our college friends and we'll be like we're in a group chat and we just talk about like remember when we went this place? I'm like, that was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They're like, no, that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I'm
like what?
like my friend came over there and I don't see him too often. And I've known him for 9 years because of college.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that was 9 years ago. Freshman year was 9 years ago.
That's a scary
Yeah,
thought.
we almost graduated
2014.
high school 10 years ago.
Because we
Yeah, that's
That's a weird
really
fact.
scary.
Yeah.
That's very, very.
we all left for college what in like August 20th ish.
Yeah.
You had the orientation week before school started, and then school started technically in like early September or something like that, or late
Or very late August. Yeah. Somewhere
or the
around
last day of August or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm like, wow, I've known you guys since like for like 9 years. Like
Yep.
that is gross. Like that is actually gross to think about. And for you guys, it's a little different. For you guys, it's different because like I've just known you for so long at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
I've known you
different.
since second or
I've
third
known-
grade.
Second grade, yeah, I believe.
Second grade.
It's been. Yeah.
And I've known Jess since sixth grade.
I've known Jeff since sixth grade as well.
I've known Tommy since fifth
Seventh, I
You
think
know
sixth or
Tommy
seventh
since
for
fifth?
Matt and Tom.
because our sisters are the same age.
Yeah,
Our sisters were in college before.
That's true.
High school before us. So I
Yeah.
wasn't friends with him, but I knew who he was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Like
fair.
we would see each other at tournaments or games that our sisters were going to.
Got it. Okay.
But we were like, oh hey, like we would say
Yeah.
hi to each other, but we weren't really
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But so when we went to middle school, that's when we really got to know each other
Mhm.
because we're like, oh, I know you. Your sister plays volleyball. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
no, and because they were both seniors when we were freshmen in high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I saw him in sixth grade, it was just one of those things. I just known him for so long.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
And then
that
Matt,
makes
I've known
sense,
since third grade too, since our sisters played soccer together. We would always hang out.
Yeah.
That's right.
That makes sense.
So like it's just for you guys. It's just, I've known you too long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Too long. It's been too long.
Yeah, but like you said though, like knowing somebody that long since at any point in college, but especially freshman year in college.
Like it still kind of feels like yesterday, but it's still that long ago,
Yeah.
like 9 years. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason I think college friendships feel a little bit different when you know them for so long is because you met them when you're adults on a technicality.
Yeah. You're
Right,
like
for sure.
Like when we all met, we didn't know our ABCs barely. Well, Whitmer and I barely knew our ABCs.
Yeah. We
We
couldn't
were
count too
learning-
high. Yeah.
We didn't know cursive by when we met. Same as Megan. I didn't know cursive when I met her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you guys,
yeah, she went to
you were
Yukon Hills. That's
just
right.
learning how to be friends with people or seeing people from different schools.
Right.
Where when we met our college friends, we already went through 4 years of high school. We met
Yeah.
new people. We
And
went
even
through-
when you did that, most of those people you met from high school was you met in sixth grade anyways. So you had
Yeah,
already met them 3 years
yeah,
prior to high
exactly.
school.
like nothing changed besides maybe seeing juniors and seniors,
Yeah.
because if we went in, we already knew sophomores because they're a year above us.
Right.
The eighth graders was a little bit different because maybe you didn't see them as much unless you were on teams with them.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot
they
all
would have
about
been
the teams.
they would have been juniors when we became freshmen. So you like maybe I kind of know them, I don't know them. Unlike the guys right above you, you were close with.
Right.
But then like Whitmer said, like that's you've known them already, so it's not really different. The only people who are different are the seniors
Right.
Right.
who left when you came in.
Mhm.
And then for that part, it's college is like meeting thousands of people.
Yeah. There may
And
be
not
like one or
your
two
area,
people from
not
high
your
school, but
state.
everyone else is you've never met before.
Now, one thing I've thought about this a lot, and I'm kind of glad that like you brought up the fact that like obviously you meet like hundreds and hundreds, if not like 1,000, some people.
Depending on your school size, yes.
Well, yeah, of course that too. For me, when I went to school, I actually before my freshman year, I actually did that summer program,
So did I.
and there was
You did.
just-
You were
Yeah.
gone for like
Yeah.
I was gone I
So-
had like a 2-week summer break from when I
Yes.
graduated to
Yes.
Going to
Same here.
summer school for like 6 weeks.
You're right.
Yeah, same here. It was an accelerated program.
Then I think it was like another 2 weeks, and then it was actual
freshman year. Yes, the same thing happened with me. And I'm glad, hindsight, I'm so glad I did that, because that honestly helped me more than anything else, because there was about 100, 102 of us in that summer program. And, first couple of days, no one knew each other or anything. But then it was literally just us on the entire campus, started getting to know people. People started getting their own groups and everything. But by the end of it, even though people had like their own little mini friend groups out of the 102 people there, like we were all like one giant group around campus, where like if you saw somebody from that group, like you would just like, catch up and everything and just like interact with them and like, yeah, like, yo man, how's it going, kind of thing. Or, just check in, or like, how was, again, the 2 weeks you had off and everything like that. And it was nice. And it was funny because I remember there's a couple of friends of mine that I made during that program that went up and said hi to me, and I bumped into like 3 other people when I was walking around with my freshman roommate, Nick. And he walked around and he's like, dude, how do you know so many people? I was like, I've only said hi to like 6 people. He's like, I feel like that's a lot around here already.
Yeah.
We've been here for
I felt like that happened. I felt like that happened to me
Yeah.
a lot too, where especially like especially the first semester, like I kept seeing everyone that was in that summer semester.
Exactly. That first semester was so clutch because it was like just knowing those people, it got you more and more comfortable around, campus for sure too. But it was just nice though. And I'm like, I've only said hi to 6 people. It's like, that still seems like a lot. But
Yeah.
it's like,
And even though you had very limited like campus access, like I don't
Yep.
know how yours was, but ours was like there was only like one cafeteria open. It was really only the like
we
lower campus.
only have the one cafeteria anyway. So.
And like 2 of the actual like school buildings were open. Everything else was just kind of closed. Or they might have been open for like summer courses, but they weren't for us.
We
only had like 3 buildings we would go to.
I think
where
that's
our
how it was
classes
for
would
us.
be.
I think there was only 3 buildings for us, and then we stayed in one of the suites. And it was nice though, but that was such a game changer though. So that that helped so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do a summer program like you guys did. I took a college class my in the summer, but at the community college near us.
Yeah,
just to get it out of the way because I didn't want to take it when I didn't have to.
That's what I like too, because some of the classes I took during the summer classes were just general college courses that I got done right away and didn't have to worry about it all during my other 4 years.
See, the thing was, what I liked about taking gen ed is some of them were really dumb and I didn't need them. You just met so many people because they weren't
because they were just giant lectures too.
Like they weren't majors, so it was just you just shoved a bunch of people into a classroom for a science class,
Yeah, some science or a math
class. So you had everybody from every major in there, pretty much.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You just got all shoved into one giant class.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the courses, but I liked how then I met so many people.
Yes,
like I met education people and science people who I probably would never ever talk to in my life.
Yeah,
if I did a summer course, if I ran through my gen eds, pretty much, because then I would have been stuck with my major. Direct major. But then like I didn't have that much of an issue because some people from high school went there where I went. So I saw them every now and then just to kind of like integrate friend groups.
So did
but
I.
then I also joined rugby. So then I met the entire team, which at that point there was like, including all the rookies on the team, there's maybe 60 of us on the team. Probably around 60-ish. So I met so many of them already because I started playing and practicing with them as soon as I got on campus. I went to campus. Within the first 3 days, I met them and started playing with them and practicing with them, prepare for the season. So that's how I met all of them. So by the time school started, I already had a group. I had my orientation group, which, eventually broke up and, we met our own friends. The rugby team, and then just people who were in our dorm who we just hung out with.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I still talk to a lot of people who I took gen eds with because it was that. But overall, I mean, gen eds can be good for you. I get if you just want to get in, get out. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my buddies, he went to community college for 2 years, then went to an Ivy League, and then got out immediately. So he doesn't have too many college friends, but he paid so much less than everybody else.
Yeah.
Because community college, he got all of his gen
That
eds
also
out.
kind of, we've talked about that too in recent or past podcasts where we talked about the college thing, and that's just how different people are. If you want more of like that social aspect, or if you just kind of want the schooling and get the job and do all that, there's just different mindsets people can go and what they want for school and colleges.
I was more on the social end.
Really?
Oh yeah, we know how social you work.
I had no idea. This is news to me.
I'm a social person.